Oh, guess who's back, guys? This bird's been gone for 3 days now. He must have flown halfway to Minnesota and back. Well, it's quite of a miracle for this bird to get back, because the other day, 3 days ago, when he took off, he came out of that breeding loft and he just took off. He didn't even circle around the house or nothing. And it's very surprising that he got back. It's weird. 3 days later, he's back. Looks like hunger got the best of him. I guess he went to Minnesota and found out, oh man, all the old hens, all the hot hens are gone. Mr. Jack Burak moved his loft away, so, but yep, he's back now. But man, he probably has seen the entire world here, and he's probably like, forget it, I'm going back. So for a bird who has never been settled, and never really seen the outside at all, has never flown, nothing, never plucked his wings, this is a pretty smart bird. It shows that he has good homing instincts. And he still seems like he's in good health, because all my breeders are pretty fat. They're not super fat, but most of them are pretty fat. And there he goes. He's about to go back inside. Okay, good thing this bird finally trapped. I threw him back here with his hen. All right, so the story behind this bird is quite amazing, because I wanted to show the wing of this bird, okay? That's a long distance bird. This is a long distance bird. I bought this bird from Mr. Jack Burak for around $50. You can check out his channel also. Burak's Loft, I believe. Yes. He has his own channel. But somebody asked me, how can you tell whether a pigeon is long distance? Just gotta look at the wing. If the wing looks like this is a very good proportionate wing. If the secondary feathers, I learned this from the other YouTube videos as well, but if the secondary feathers are like that, it's usually a good long distance bird. Okay, so that's, all birds are basically all instincts, homing instincts from pigeons usually have a long distance, but a bird with the wing like that is usually a long distance bird, a good solid, good sized wing. I go by the structures of the wing. If it's a good solid structural wing like this, the secondaries are pretty stacked nice and neatly like this, then it's a good long distance bird most of the time, if there aren't any problems. But yep, that's the bird. This bird disappeared. This bird has never flown and never hardly ever seen the outside. This bird has been on the breeding side all this time, and this bird just one day, the other day, when I opened the door to feed, this bird accidentally jumped out, and then he's very wild and he got scared, so he just took off and he never looked back. But then, and I thought he was a goner, but 3 days later he miraculously showed up. So it's that means that these homing instincts, they got some kind of magnetic field detection to them, where after living at a certain area for a while, they know, or they'll eventually know where they're at, and if they're smart pigeons, wherever they took off from, they'll know how to get back to wherever they took off from. They have really good, strong memory. I believe something with the brain of a pigeon, if it's a really good long distance bird, they will have really good memories of where they're at and all the magnetic fields and stuff like that. So that's right there. That's a long distance bird, but this is bred for this bird was bought just to breed some long distance birds, to cross some long distance birds, but we'll see how this one does in the future breeding. So far, every baby pigeon that this bird has bred, about 3 or 4 of them has disappeared due to the mate that I bred him to, because all the baby pigeons kept on coming out black and white. So, but. And I think there's something with the hawks or something with our loft. The black and white pigeons just don't do too well here. But all right, problem solved. This bird disappeared for 3 days. He disappeared for 3 days, and he came back home. Okay, and this is the hen that's bred to that bird, and these are the babies. The babies always come out looking like that, and for some reason, the birds here, when they come out with like this color, in this area, the hawks always go after our birds for some reason when they're that color, or something just happens, like they keep getting pulled away or something. But these birds are for sale. These are late hatches. I'll take $50 each for these. These are Jansons and Husky-Man Reels, going for $50 each as well. I promised them to somebody, but if that person doesn't want them, then I'll let them go for $50 each. Just to help stay down on the numbers of the birds that we have here for now. But these are all the young birds. Let's go ahead and just start the pigeons off a different direction before we start going a different direction. Let's go. Let's go. The first group is right there. Second group right there. Let's see if they flock up together. Yep, there they go. All right, day 2. Let's go, let's go. Get these ones up first. Come on, come on. Flying good. Therefore, let's go, let's go. Groups of birds are going to merge, hopefully. There we go. All right. I wonder why this one is a straggler. All right, looks like we got a few stray birds in there. You see that very dark one? That's a stray bird. There's like 2 of them in there. It's 2 very, very dark birds. That one. Stray birds, stray birds. A lot of stray birds flying around lately. Look at that dark black one right there. Stray bird. Well, look at that team go. Kind of sprinkling a little bit, but I want them to not be afraid of the storm. They need to fly in almost any weather, basically. So we are flying in any weather as long as it's not too darn hot, because I don't want them molting their feathers too soon. Give the birds a minute to recuperate. Okay, these are all just the older birds. Okay. All right. And for the record, this is a SV. SV here and SV there, okay? Pache, 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 let's go! Okay. Come on. 10 miles and 20 miles coming up next. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.